really wish I could do this show from my car. That's where the heater is. Because this office is ridiculously cold, ladies and gentlemen. Just thought I'd let you know that. Because it is. It is really cold in here. All right, welcome back to the Asylum, your refuge in a world gone mad, right here on the Big Talker Network. BigTalker.live is the website. Please peruse our website. You can peruse the schedule of content. Find when your favorite show is premiering. And replaying throughout the week. You can pair your smart device. Oh, download the app for the Android and iOS devices. Those smart devices can be paired with your automobile's entertainment system, so you can take the Big Talker anywhere and everywhere you need to be, whether you want to be there or not. You can also send a email. Yep. Excuse me, the coffee. All right. Send an email with any comments, questions, compliments, critiques, or questions you may have. We cannot get better without your help. And with that in mind, I haven't read today's news yet, so I don't know what Matthew Bennett was chatting about earlier. I will find out in a minute. Let's see. We could, I guess. Yeah, I'm tempted. I might. I don't know yet. But at least I know I can get past the music. Where are we? Nope, nothing there. Got all of you. All right, life is good. Now we can go on to the news. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we have some news stories for you. Let's see what this one says. Coming out of the New York Times. Oh, well, then I won't do it that way because I am not paying for this crap. Not at all. Only because I am broke. And I'm doing what I can with what I got, so. Let's see if you'll give it to me. You can hear the traffic outside, can't you? Yeah, it's a busy day, but a lot of slackers. Oh, man. Okay, so I'm not going to read you that one. I wonder if this one will let me read. If not, I'm just going to turn the music back on and just go the hell home. Fine. Huggy Bot. Remember Huggy Bear from, what was that, Beretta? I think it was. Hilarious character. Anyway, Huggy Bot 3.0 robot uses science to deliver the perfect hug. That's just awful. HuggyBot 3.0 is the third iteration of a robot designed by a team at the Max Planck Institute for Intelligent Systems to deliver the perfect hug. Well, I'm going to go with this. Hugging probably isn't the first thing to come to mind when thinking about things that robots could help humankind with. But a team of scientists at the Max Planck Institute for Intelligent Systems disagrees. Alexis E. Block, and her colleagues have been involved in the HuggyBot project for years, trying to create a robot that could deliver human-like hugs and thus replace actual people in various scenarios, like providing comfort to the lonely or replacing someone who just can't deliver a hug in person for some reason. Their third iteration, the HuggyBot 3.0, is apparently quite the hugger. That looks like a kid's toy for a face. It's got sock hands. This is weird. Actually, I think I can show you. Let me see what happens when I do this. That, my friends, I guess I could make it bigger. Yeah, I could do that. That, my friends, is HuggyBot 3.0. Don't you just love the little purple skirt it's wearing? Isn't that adorable? Look at that thing. But this face, that's a kid's toy. That, my friends, is a kid's toy. Oh. Oh, this hurts. Oh, this hurts. I may need to split early. Only because I am in pain. Oh, man, this is very uncomfortable. Ooh. Ah. Yeah, let's go back to that. Whew. Merry Christmas, all you slackers. Ain't nobody showed up at the office yet. It's amazing. It's like, what the hell's wrong with y'all? Come on, computer, what the hell? Come on, computer. There we go. Oh, that's one. That's one. This day in history, I'll just go backwards. December 27th, 1512, Spanish crown issues the laws of Burgos governing the conduct of settlers with regards to native Indians in the New World. In 1657, Flushing Remonstrance petition signed in the Dutch colony of New Netherland, protesting the ban on Quaker worship. Between 1939, between 20 and 40,000 people die in a magnitude earthquake in Erzincan, Turkey. Too bad Erdogan wasn't there. 1945 International Monetary Fund, formally established by 29 member countries based on ideas of Harry Dexter White and John Maynard Keynes. 1949, Queen Juliana of the Netherlands grants independence to Indonesia. Man, I am exhausted. Now, I think we saw this in, I want to say it was a Twilight Zone episode. Oddity Central Spooky. Headline is Controversial Artist Uses His Own Blood as Paint. Yes, I'm making adjustments here. They must have just gotten Twilight Zone over there in the Philippines. Elito Amang Pintor Cerca is a Filipino artist who rose to fame by using his own blood to create canvas paintings that have attracted both praise and criticism over the years. I'm surprised it hasn't attracted carrion beetles, but born in a poor family that couldn't afford to buy proper art supplies, Elito Cerca experimented with a variety of unusual mediums as a child, including plums and tomatoes. But it was when he accidentally scraped his hand that he discovered the art medium that would make his artistic career his own blood. He quickly realized that the blood not only made his paintings more durable, as it was harder to erase from the canvas, but that it also made his artwork his own in a way that he had never imagined before. Y'all bother me. My artwork is very important to me because they come from me. It is from my own blood. My DNA is part of it, Cerca recently told Reuters. My philosophy is that life is circular and everything is a cycle, so my blood is a tool that serves as a reminder of where I came from. The bedroom. Anyway, every time he scraped his body, young Elito used the blood as paint, but as he grew older, he realized that he needed a stable supply of paint, so he started visiting a clinic in Manila to have it extracted periodically. Nowadays, he stopped by the clinic about once every 3 months to have his blood drawn, which he then stores in a freezer in his studio. Although Amang Pintor has been criticized for his use of blood as paint in the past, the Filipino artist has always made it clear that he wants to change people's perception of blood through his art. People are afraid of blood because in their mind, blood means death, Cerca said in an interview, but I want to twist that belief. That's why I'm addressing its use, because I want people to think that it's not death, but love and life. Adorable. Oh. It's unclear how much of his own blood Elito Cerca has stored in his art studio, but it must be a lot because he has announced plans to create the largest blood painting ever on a 100-meter canvas next year, thus setting a new world record. And if stupidity of world records. It's unclear how much of his own blood Elito Cerca has stored in his art studio, but it must be a lot. Oh, yeah. By the way, 326 feet. 328 feet canvas. 328-foot canvas. Filled with blood. I mean, you're going to have to slice that Filipino real thin to cover the whole... Never mind. As bizarre as using blood as an art medium sounds, Elito Cerca isn't the first artist to do it. In the past, we've actually featured artists like Vincent Castiglia and Dr. Rev Mayers who did the same thing. So, you're not new. You're not unique. You're not special. Oh, yeah, just sit down, take a load off. Oh. Oh. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, my clock is all kinds of messed up. As bizarre as using blood as... Oh, we did that. Can't you tell? I am only breathing because of coffee. Oh, well, here's another world record to aspire to coming out of the UPI. Ben Hooper. Michigan's 20-year-old chicken might be the world's oldest. Well, there's a picture of 4 chickens here, and they say one of them's name is Peanut, but they don't identify which one. December 19. World record. Ridiculous. A Michigan woman is seeking Guinness World Records recognition of her pet chicken, Peanut, who is believed to be the oldest in the world at the age of 20. Marcy Parker Darwin, that's pretty funny, because like Darwin of Waterloo said a friend urged her to apply online to have Peanut recognized as the world's oldest living chicken, and she received a response about 2 weeks later with instructions on how to gather evidence, including photos, videos, witness statements, and media coverage. I'm hoping they'll give credence to my witness. Oh, coffee. I'm hoping they'll give credence to my witnesses, like my niece in her 30s who loved Peanut as a teen, and a friend who moved to California 18 years ago and loved Peanuts and was astonished when he moved back to see her again, among others, Darwin told the Sun-Times News. Darwin said she started rescuing chickens in the 1990s and in the early 2000s, a Nankin hen laid a clutch of eggs in her coop after a love affair with a Millie Fleur's rooster. Okay. Darwin said one of the eggs failed to hatch and she was preparing to throw it away into a pond for the fish and turtles when she heard a faint chirp. I ended up peeling it out of the egg. As the chirping grew fainter, I feared the chick would not survive. A pitifully wet, wadded-up mess sat in my hand. I wrapped it in a towel and carried it close to my heart. As I set up a cage and mounted a heat lamp with one hand, the chick Peanut was rejected by her mother and had imprinted on Darwin. I realized I had a house chicken, at least for the time being. Peanut has since become a part of Darwin's flock, but she still spends her winters indoors and has been known to serve as a lap chicken when Darwin attends outdoor events. Guinness World Record lists a category for oldest living chicken on its website, but the page does not identify a current record holder. The crap we humans do for attention is just mind-bending. Spielberg. Okay, now here's one of these rich people who's like not always in the news, and he's certainly, I don't know. It's proof that you can be rich, successful, famous, without being a jerk or a dick. Director speaks out about decimation of Nearly 50 years later, a big regret from Spielberg. Director speaks about decimation of shark population after 1975's Jaws. Written by Jen Gidman, a Newser staff coming out of Newser.com. Oh. See how tired I am? I'm doing everything backwards. Steven Spielberg's Jaws is considered to be the very first summer blockbuster film surpassing $100 million in box office earnings. There's one demographic that likely isn't a big fan, however, sharks, who bore the brunt of the public's wrath, specifically at the hands of trophy hunting fishermen, after the movie scared America out of the water. Now, the 76-year-old director is accepting responsibility for the decimation of shark populations in the years after his 1975 flick. I really, truly regret that, he tells Lauren Laverne in an interview that aired Saturday on BBC 4's Desert Island Discs program. The Guardian cites a study last year in the journal Nature that showed the shark and ray population globally declined by more than 71% between 1970 and 2018. The International Union for Conservation of Nature, meanwhile, also noted last year that 37% of sharks and rays are in danger of extinction. I still fear that sharks are somehow mad at me for the feeding frenzy of crazy sword fishermen that happened after 1975, Spielberg tells Laverne. Some experts are in agreement with Spielberg on the impact made by his movie, which depicted a small New England beach town terrorized by a killer great white shark in its waters. Jaws was kind of a current turning point, Chris Lowe, director of the Shark Lab, at California State University, Long Beach tells the Washington Post, it got people thinking very negatively about sharks, which just made it so much easier to overfish them. Others, though, are letting Spielberg off the fish hook. I don't think he should feel terrible that he has caused everybody to start commercially fishing for them, says Gavin Naylor, who heads up the Florida program for shark research. There was a reaction to the movie by a few people that just wanted to catch a few sharks, but that was happening long before Jaws. One other big name tied to the movie has also previously claimed responsibility. The late Peter Benchley, who wrote the novel the film is based on, and said in 2000 that he never would have written a book if he'd known how it would mar the reputation of great whites. Dude, really? You cannot be that stupid. Please, Jesus, tell me you're not that stupid. It's almost time to get in the car and heat up again. In fact, I think I'm going to take that opportunity now because I can't stop yawning. So I'm going to heat up and I'll be right back.
Hello, I'm Matt Bennett with WWAY News. A New Hanover County family is trying to rebuild after a fire destroyed most of their home on Christmas Day. New Hanover County Fire Rescue and the Carolina Beach Fire Department responded to a mobile home in the 6,000 block of Carolina Beach Road at around 6 Christmas evening. Crews arrived to smoke and flames coming from the attic area of the home, putting the fire out in about 20 minutes. New Hanover County Fire Marshal Raymond Griswold says the cause of the fire was determined to be an accidental electrical fire and says it could have been much worse because the smoke detectors in the house were not functional. A group is collecting clothing and furniture donations for the family. Now that Christmas is officially over, some people are officially looking to get rid of their Christmas trees. New Hanover County is partnering with Home Depot to provide free Christmas tree recycling through the end of January. You can drop off your tree at the Home Depot on Eastwood Road, the Home Depot on Carolina Beach Road, or the county landfill. Trees, wreaths, and garland must have all lights, ornaments, stands, and tinsel removed. Artificial trees and decorations are not accepted, and they ask that you stack your materials neatly since space is limited. Pender County's convenience centers in Rocky Point and Hampstead will accept Christmas trees through January 16th. Starting today in Columbus County, you can recycle trees for free at the Bullfrog Bella debris site on Ben Jones Road in Lake Waccamaw. That program runs through the end of January. And in Brunswick County, live Christmas trees are accepted at the county landfill in Bolivia at no charge from January 2nd through the end of January. And in consumer news, average gasoline prices in North Carolina have fallen 4 cents per gallon in the last week, averaging $2.88 a gallon today. That's according to Gas Buddy's survey of about 6,100 stations statewide. Prices in North Carolina are 35 cents per gallon lower than a month ago and 17 cents lower than a year ago. For more on these stories, go to WWAYTV3.com. I'm Matt Bennett. Have a great day.
I'm meteorologist Marianne Caldwell with your WWAY Storm Track 3 AccuWeather forecast. Today we can expect highs in the upper 40s to lower 50s with plenty of sunshine and a few afternoon clouds. Going into tonight, another cold one is in store. Our lows will bottom out in the upper 20s. Going into the day tomorrow, a little warmer in the upper 50s for our highs, mainly sunny, and we will continue to warm up as we go into the week, and rain chances increase into the new year. For full forecast, you can go to WWAY and WWAYTV3.com.
This news and weather is brought to you by Two Men and a Truck. For your free quote, go to twomenandatruck.com. twomenandatruck.com.
Joining Big Talker Network is as easy as asking for it. Program your digital home assistants such as Google Home, Alexa, and Siri to stream Big Talker Network content by simple voice command. Enjoy convenient hands-free access to the program whenever you want, however you want, by asking for Big Talker.
This week on All Things Brunswick, our guest will be Julie Flood, who's running for one of 4 open seats on the Court of Appeals. Join us 6 p.m. Tuesday for All Things Brunswick, right here on the Big Talker Network.
How far would you go if you had a group of strong, amazing people who support, motivate, and inspire one another to achieve their fitness goals and dreams? At Full Circle Fitness, we aren't just a place to work out. We're a community of amazing people who work together to reclaim our bodies and do things we thought we'd never be able to do again. Ready to set your fears aside and stop making excuses? Call today, Full Circle Fitness, 910-399-8350, or visit FullCircleFitnessNC.com.
Enjoying Big Talker Network is as easy as asking for it. Program your digital home assistants such as Google Home, Alexa, and Siri to stream Big Talker Network content by simple voice command. Enjoy convenient hands-free access to program whenever you want, however you want by asking for Big Talker.
I'm a medical assistant. I'm the first person you see at the doctor's office. I love what I do. I never have the same day twice, and my job is stable, flexible, and important. And I have options. Medical assistants are in demand. I can work in a variety of healthcare settings, including specialty physicians' offices, hospitals, and in any healthcare facility. I'm a role model for my kids and a trusted healthcare professional at work. I got my start at CFCC, and you can too. Visit cfcc.edu/medical assisting and get started today.
The left has hijacked our media, our culture, and our schools. Your children are taught to hate America. Your speech is censored. Your employer is woke, and you are being called racist. That's why I wrote a book showing you how to keep the left from dominating your life. The book is called Rules for Anti-Radicals, a practical handbook for defeating leftism. And it draws from my 28 years of grassroots leadership by empowering conservatives too often bullied into silence by the left. It's a comprehensive guide to beating leftism not only in politics, but in daily life. And it's not just for dedicated conservative activists, but also for anyone sick of getting beaten down by the woke mob. Whether it's your job, your school board, or your neighbors, you can win against woke. Get Rules for Anti-Radicals from Amazon or at rulesforantiradicals.com/radio. That's rulesforantiradicals.com/radio.
Adopt US Kids presents What to Expect When You're Expecting a Teenager. Learning the Lingo.
GOAT, G-O-A-T, acronym, stands for Greatest of All Time. As in, spaghetti sandwiches for dinner? They're my fave. Dad, you're the GOAT.
You don't have to speak teen to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same. Visit adoptuskids.org. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt U.S. Kids, and the Ad Council.
It'll get better, I promise. 4 more days of the Asylum on the Big Talker Network. BigTalker.live is the website. Please download the app for the Android and iOS devices. Pair that smart device with your automobile's entertainment system. And you can take the Big Talker anywhere and everywhere you need to be, whether you want to be there or not. You can also peruse our schedule of content so you can see when your favorite show is premiering or replaying or whatever happens to be the case. Excuse me. You can also send an email with any comments. Wow, see? With any comments, questions, concerns, compliments, or critiques you may have, we cannot improve without your help. Yep. No. Hell to the no. All right. So one of the things I'd like to talk about, since we are in the holiday season, is all you jackholes who have live Christmas trees. This is how we handle Christmas trees, right? Okay, you ready for this? Brunswick County live Christmas trees are accepted at the county landfill in Bolivia from Jan 2 to Jan 31. Pender County's, let's see, where is it? Or the county landfill. You can drop your tree off at the Home Depot on Eastwood Road, Carolina Beach, or the county landfill. Even when I was a kid, when the Christmas tree was done, if I'm not mistaken, most of the people de-limbed it, I guess is they stripped it of the limbs, they cut it up into pieces, they threw it in the backyard, let it season for a year, and the following year it became firewood. We didn't throw it away, you dumbass. So if you bought a live Christmas tree and are just going to chuck it in the trash, you are a horrible human being, and you deserve every cancer you get. Because that's just heinous crap. Can't believe you would do that. And in other news, CBS News, Emily... Ooh, I can't even read this. What is your name, lady? Emily May Zachor, I guess. I don't know. I don't want to see this at all. Just stop it. There we go. TSA officers find homemade gun and hatchet inside traveler's carry-on bag. Not very stealthy there, buddy. Airport security agents stopped a traveler at Portland International Jetport in... You couldn't call it an airport. What the hell? Jetport. No, I'm sorry, you can't fly your Cessna. It's a jetport. An airport would allow any airplane to land, but a jetport is only for jets. Oh. So Portland's International Jetport in Portland, Maine, idiots, stopped a traveler last week as the man attempted to pass through the checkpoint with a homemade gun. The hell off of me, man. With a homemade gun and hatchet packed into his carry-on luggage, the Transportation Security Administration said. It's not gay if it's TSA. Recounting the incident in a tweet shared to the official TSA New England account, spokesperson Dan Velez said local law enforcement officers were ultimately called to the scene yesterday at Portland Jetport. Again, they're pointing it out that you don't have a jet. You just have an airplane. Yesterday, Portland Jetport, TSA officers detected this homemade firearm in a man's carry-on bag. Velez wrote on Twitter, they also found a hatchet in the bag. Portland police responded and confiscated the firearm. This was the third firearm detection at PWM this year. That was PWM. Portland something. Portland Waste Management? I don't know. The Portland Police Department was contacted following the agent's discovery, and officers dispatched to the airport confiscated the homemade weapon, the TSA. Oh, my God. I did. Son of a bitch. Just so you know how important coffee is, I had to go out to my car to get my coffee because I looked down and I could not find my coffee, if you can believe that. Let's see. Portland, let's see, also flagged other weapons that airline passengers attempted to improperly transport at Connecticut's Bradley International Airport recently. A couple of nice carry-on bag detections by our TSA officers at Bradley Airport yesterday, Velez wrote in another message shared to Twitter on Friday. This double-edged knife and a replica gun lighter are items that should be properly packed in your checked bag. Yeah, that was stupid. Traveling with firearms is illegal in the let's try that again. Traveling with firearms is legal in the U.S. as long as people looking to fly with guns and ammunition abide by TSA guidelines for proper transport. Anyone who wishes to board a plane with weapons must first unload them before packing the items in hard-sided containers and placing them in their checked bags. Weapons must be declared at the airport ticket counter when travelers arrive at airports for their flights. Airport security agents confiscated a record high number of weapons at checkpoints across the USA in 2022, the TSA announced on Friday. According to the agency, its officers confiscated 6,301 firearms, 88% of which were loaded, from passengers since the beginning of this year, and expects that another 500 will be confiscated before 2023. The number of weapons confiscated so far represents more than a 10% increase from the 5,972 firearms it seized last year. Why? You just run an incredibly high chance of ruining your holiday all the way around. Right? So, if you haven't figured out that the airports are probably one of the most perused places on Earth, NDTV.com, edited by Anjal Thakur, and is updated on December 19. Virginia woman stopped at airport for carrying giraffe and zebra bones as souvenirs from Kenya. The Customs and Border Patrol did not release the name of the woman because she was not criminally charged. She should be. No thanks. A woman. Hey, I didn't want that. You just get the hell back here. Come on now. Man, the lag in this thing is ridiculous. Stop it. There we go. A woman was stopped by security personnel at Washington Dulles International Airport for trying to bring giraffe and zebra bones back to the U.S. from Kenya, according to a report by Customs and Border Protection. The bones were found during a secondary baggage examination, and the woman told the authorities that she found the bones in Kenya and kept them as souvenirs. The Customs and Border Protection Agency did not release the name of the woman because she was not criminally charged. She initially referred to a secondary agriculture. You spelled that. I don't even think that's a word. Yeah, your spelling sucks. She was initially referred to a secondary agricultural examination for declaring that she possessed a small acacia tree twig. She then amended her declaration to include the bones after CBP agricultural specialists x-rayed her baggage and discovered an anomaly. The acacia tree twig was admissible. CBP released the woman after agricultural specialists detained the bones, reported CBP. On November 17, Fish and Wildlife Service inspectors said that the bones violated provisions of the Convention on International Trade in Endangered Species of Wild Fauna and Flora, the Endangered Species Act, and the Lacey Act. USFWS directed CBP to seize the bones. Seize it. CBP official Christopher Brewer told Fox 5 DC that security officials have seized everything from charred bat meat to a stew containing iguana eggs. About 2 years ago, one of our officers notified us that they had a passenger that had a baboon skull. Brewer told the local news outlet, "We've had whole sides of cows literally shoved into big canvas bags. The smells are interesting sometimes of the stuff we encounter." Yeah. Yeah. Okay. This is legit. I don't know how y'all feel about animals. I like them, and they're pretty cool. But I think I have to go elsewhere to get this news because Fox sucks. So, let us go elsewhere. Because FoxNews.com is a waste of my time. Will this one work? New York Post, Rich Calder. California man shot trying to steal senior citizen's goat, according to the cops. Where am I? A California man's recent bid to steal a goat and cart it away in a stolen dune buggy. This dude's just all kinds of, he just thieves to thieve. California man's recent bid to steal a goat and cart it away in a stolen dune buggy was thwarted when the senior he was robbing shot him, according to authorities. Alexander Belinsky, 36, was shot by a 79-year-old man on December 5 after trying to swipe a goat belonging to the senior and his 60-year-old wife, according to Fox 5 San Diego. See, the couple were alerted to the attempted robbery when they heard some of their goats and dogs make noise outside their San Marcos home, authorities said. When they tried to stop him, Belinsky allegedly pushed both of them, to the ground. Fearing for their safety, the 70-year-old and 79-year-old man went back inside his home and grabbed his rifle when Belinsky put the goat in a dune buggy on the property and attempted to start the engine. Belinsky then jumped out of the dune buggy to confront the husband, charging at him in a bid to grab his weapon. During the struggle, the rifle fired, hitting Belinsky. Belinsky was arrested by San Diego deputies and taken to a local hospital and treated for non-life-threatening injury. The 79-year-old man suffered cuts on his hands. The wife was not hurt. Belinsky was charged with robbery, elder abuse, attempted vehicle theft, residential burglary, animal cruelty, and battery. See, because if he jumped out of the dune buggy to confront me, that's when I would have started shooting. During the struggle. There would have been no struggle. I would have dropped him like a sack of potatoes, man. You just get on the ground or eat lead, dude. I will not play with you. All right, here's a little bit of homesick for you. From outsideonline.com. I've worked with one of their partner companies. Do I have an author? Frederick Dreyer. I don't know why so many vowels in your name. It's like your name is just a big vowel movement. A relocated American bar walked 1,000 miles back to its favorite campsite. This Bruins journey across 4 states is a reminder that hikers and campers should be extra careful with food and trash. Yep. This Tennessee black bear would walk 1,000 miles just to eat off the same picnic table. On Wednesday, a local broadcast news channel in Knoxville reported the story of a determined black bear that had traveled across 4 states to return to its favorite feeding grounds at a campsite in the Great Smoky Mountains National Park. The initial episode happened in June when officials received complaints that a female black bear was grabbing food off picnic tables, sniffing trash cans, and even stealing backpacks. Wildlife crews trapped the animal and relocated her 1,000 miles to an area in South Cherokee National Forest in Georgia. Scientists labeled the animal Bear 609 and attached a geolocating device to it. According to the report, wildlife biologists tracked Bear 609 as she proceeded to walk across Georgia, South Carolina, and North Carolina, and then into Tennessee, eventually returning to the campsite where it had been trapped. It was definitely one of the most bizarre movements I've seen so far. Bill Stiber, one of the wildlife biologists who tracked Bear 609, told the television station WBIR 10 News she never slowed down. She just kept on going. She were trucking. Stiber said the bear's journey is the longest he's seen among relocated individuals. Typically, bears will walk upwards of 200 miles to return to familiar territory, he said. Relocated bears returning to a favorite human. Oh, this should be fun. So who do I know in Sneed Ferry? Give me a call. Come on, wuss boy, you called me. What's up? Why the hell are you going to call me at what time is it? You're going to call me at just before 9 o'clock in the morning and then not say a goddamn thing? What the hell's wrong with you, scammer? Come on, scammer. Come on, scammer. Let's hear your voice. Come on. See, there are certain words that they are waiting for me to say, and I'm not going to say them because they will use those as a recording to say that I have given them permission of some sort, and that's just not going to happen.
We are calling with a friendly reminder to inform you that the rent for your storage...
Ah! Man, it took a while for that thing to kick in, didn't it? All right. Let's see. Relocated bears return. Typically bears relocated bears returning to a favorite human source of food is, alas, not out of the ordinary. Public land managers often struggle with Bruins that have become habituated to human food sources, like trash or unattended campsites. Adult bears will sometimes return to the scene of a break-in or encounter or continue seeking sustenance from human sources. Often wildlife managers euthanize adult bears that have become too dependent on humans for food. Otherwise, relocated bears are often killed by cars or humans while attempting to return to their homeland, or they fall victim to predators or other bears. Bear 609's voyage while in prep is... What now? I saw that. Look, I'm going to do what I can with what I got. Stand by. All right. Where are we? There's another reminder. Bear 609's voyage, while impressive, is yet another reminder that hikers and campers should always be careful with food and trash when recreating in bear country. Bears have very powerful noses, claws, and muscles and can easily break into cars and homes in search of grub. There are far too many sad tales of bears that were put down due to human carelessness in the outdoors. Just a few months ago, a mother and her 4 cubs were euthanized outside Aspen, Colorado after they were caught entering someone's house. There's one more odd wrinkle to the story of Bear 609. After returning to the Great Smoky Mountains National Park, the bear ventured onward to Anderson, South Carolina. While walking through the small town, the bear came into contact with family members of one of the wildlife officials at the national park where its journey began. Lisa McInnes, Chief of Resource Management and Science at Great Smoky Mountains National Park, said her relatives sent her a photo they snapped of the bear walking across their driveway. She recognized the animal. It's a very, very small world, she told WBIR. It would just randomly just pick you up from your home and just throw you somewhere else. You're not allowed. Huh. You go home. You have new home now. All right, I got to go warm up my feet and yawn a couple of times, so. With that in mind, with the Asylum, your refuge in a world gone mad, we'll be right back after all these here messages. All right, don't go nowhere.
Hello, I'm Matt Bennett with WWAY News. A New Hanover County family is trying to rebuild after a fire destroyed most of their home on Christmas Day. New Hanover County Fire Rescue and the Carolina Beach Fire Department responded to a mobile home in the 6,000 block of Carolina Beach Road at around 6 Christmas evening. Crews arrived to smoke and flames coming from the attic area of the home, putting the fire out in about 20 minutes. New Hanover County Fire Marshal Raymond Griswold says the cause of the fire was determined to be an accidental electrical fire and says it could have been much worse because the smoke detectors in the house were not functional. A group is collecting clothing and furniture donations for the family. Now that Christmas is officially over, some people are officially looking to get rid of their Christmas trees. New Hanover County is partnering with Home Depot to provide free Christmas tree recycling through the end of January. You can drop off your tree at the Home Depot on Eastwood Road, the Home Depot on Carolina Beach Road, or the county landfill. Trees, wreaths, and garland must have all lights, ornaments, stands, and tinsel removed. Artificial trees and decorations are not accepted, and they ask that you stack your materials neatly since space is limited. Pender County's convenience centers in Rocky Point and Hampstead will accept Christmas trees through January 16th. Starting today in Columbus County, you can recycle trees for free at the Bullfrog Bella debris site on Ben Jones Road in Lake Waccamaw. That program runs through the end of January. And in Brunswick County, live Christmas trees are accepted at the county landfill in Bolivia at no charge from January 2nd through the end of January. And in consumer news, average gasoline prices in North Carolina have fallen 4 cents per gallon in the last week, averaging $2.88 a gallon today. That's according to Gas Buddy's survey of about 6,100 stations statewide. Prices in North Carolina are 35 cents per gallon lower than a month ago and 17 cents lower than a year ago. For more on these stories, go to WWAYTV3.com. I'm Matt Bennett. Have a great day.
I'm meteorologist Marianne Caldwell with your WWAY Storm Track 3 AccuWeather forecast. Today we can expect highs in the upper 40s to lower 50s with plenty of sunshine and a few afternoon clouds. Going into tonight, another cold one is in store. Our lows will bottom out in the upper 20s. Going into the day tomorrow, a little warmer in the upper 50s for our highs, mainly sunny, and we will continue to warm up as we go into the week, and rain chances increase into the new year. For a full forecast, you can go to WWAY and WWAYTV3.com.
This news and weather is brought to you by Two Men and a Truck. For your free quote, go to twomenandatruck.com. twomenandatruck.com.
Join Big Talker Network is as easy as asking for it. Program your digital home assistants such as Google Home, Alexa, and Siri to stream Big Talker Network content by simple voice command. Enjoy convenient hands-free access to program whenever you want, however you want by asking for Big Talker.
Oh no, our roof is leaking and hurricane season is right around the corner. Don't let a leaky roof keep you up at night. Protect your home. Call Best Choice Roofing to schedule your free, yes, absolutely free roof inspection. Best Choice Roofing works with insurance or can repair the roof before the next storm, whether it's a full replacement or a repair. Choose the best. Call Best Choice Roofing at 910-228-5000 or go to bestchoiceroofing.com to book your appointment today.
MusicRewind.com sprinkles Stardust by Artie Shaw on this essential 3-CD collection of 72 unforgettable instrumental hits. Buy unforgettable instrumental hits now at MusicRewind.com or call 855-798-5556. Enter or mention promo code BONUS55 to pay only $19.98 and receive a bonus of reduced shipping. Experience the romance of some enchanted evening and dance the night away to the Blue Tango at MusicRewind.com or call 855-798-5556. Remember promo code BONUS55 for reduced shipping. This offer is available for a limited time to U.S. residents only and cannot be combined with any other offer.
Government has become too big, too overtaxing, and is constantly over-regulating every aspect of your life.
If you agree with that, tune in to Consumer Choice Radio every Saturday at 10 a.m. here on the Big Talker 106.7 FM with me, Yael Osowski.
And me, David Clement. For an hour, you'll get expert analysis on what the government is sinking its teeth into next and how you, as a consumer, can push back.
ConsumerChoiceRadio.com.
Marine Service Pro and the Tackle Box Seafood, located at 8210 River Road, Southport, is open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, with the Tackle Box open Monday through Saturday, 7 to 6. Marine Service Pro is a full Suzuki and Tohatsu dealership. They deal in pre-owned boats, full service and repair, with certified technicians in all engines, and fiberglass specialists. The Tackle Box offers fresh, local seafood, live bait, a tackle shop, and fish packing and shipping. They also offer a full-service U-Haul dealership. Spend time with Leon or Jenny for one-stop shopping at Marine Service Pro and the Tackle Box Seafood, 8210 River Road, Southport.
What a clown. What a clown trying to tell me that, 75 is crazy high room temperature. Man, where did you come from? Antarctica? Right? The only time the beaches are really open and populous is when the temperature is in the 80s. So, yeah, that's a good time to just throw open the windows and live a good life. And just enjoy it. All right. Oh, look, I have a... Oh, well, we're picking up some... Yeah. Oh, that's not me, though. Yeah, the last few days of the Big Talker, we go completely dark at the end of this week. It's been a fun ride. Done what we can with what we got. And we were able to prove a point, get along further, actually get some stuff done, prove a point, learn some stuff. It's just crazy. Crazy, crazy, cray, cray. Cray, cray, cray. Very crazy. But a lot of new stuff coming, right? Because the new year is going to bring new things. Some of them are going to be shows. Some of them are going to be podcasts. Some of them are going to be entertainment that you have not seen before, as well as things like the Cape Fear Riverwatch First Saturday pancake breakfast with coffee and presentation. And this one is on the neighborhood, your own personal little backyard ecological system, ecology. And, yeah, it's going to be kind of important. You don't want to miss it. And if it's too cold and too far away, I understand that. That's why we are going to be recording and live streaming it. I think we're going to live stream it. I'm not sure. But I do know that I will be doing all of the production for it going forward, and I am very excited about that. A community partner that needs our help, because they've been fighting for one of the commodities that we rely on, and nobody seems to give a damn that we're poisoned daily by these boneheads at Timwars, our good neighbors. Oh, now here's a story that's got all kind of Christmas vibe on it. And I think it needs to be... Oh, I forgot to put this here. I will do that now. Chat is... Oh, see? You're not even going to let me. Chat is indeed open. Look, see, it works. All right. Let's see what happens here. Porch pirates strike in reverse, returning packages they stole from a family. Humboldt, Texas. Oh, this is appropriate. Porch pirates that struck last week actually returned to the same house this week, but it wasn't what you think. You won't believe what they did and said to the homeowner there where it happened in Northeast Houston. I was shocked, said homeowner Bryant Clark. This time of year, countless packages are stolen from porches, but this may be the only time the thief actually returned to the house days later and gave the stolen items back. Honestly, it was shocking. You don't expect somebody to steal something from you and bring it back, Clark said. These are for our two nieces and my nephew. Those gifts going under the Christmas tree are so remarkable because Clark and his wife thought they'd never see him again. You see, they were stolen. The porch pirate was caught on their doorbell cam minutes after delivery, but guess what? Every present in the pilfered package was given back to the family. The fact that they were able to say, okay, we're going to step out, even in fear, and do the right thing is big, Clark said. The level of courage in that I have to respect. I've been a young man before. I've made foolish decisions. I think we all have. I believe grace is something given when not deserved, and we have to give it. Nah, man. Perforate this son of a bitch. Turns out deputies arrested the 19-year-old girl suspected of taking the package, and several other young ladies are believed to have also been involved. But even scarier than the police, apparently the porch pirate that hit this home had parents who persuaded all four girls to go back to the Clarks, apologize, and return what they stole. I'm proud of those young ladies who did that and their parents for saying, hey, look, you guys made a mistake. Not saying it's right, but you guys have to go make it right to some degree, Clark adds. After a long talk with the ladies, Mr. and Mrs. Clark accepted their apology. The gifts are now where they belong. The Clarks are ready for Christmas, and they actually have a few more youngsters who are in their hearts this holiday season who ended up there in the most unlikely way. Change is possible, Clark explains. Despite where you start, it's how you finish, and everyone deserves a little bit of grace. God gave it to us. We have to give it to others. The Clarks say they hope these young ladies and everyone hearing about the story will learn a valuable lesson about doing what's right, even when you think no one is watching. The doorbell cam was watching. And seniors, right? Just want to let y'all know, seniors just DGAF, DNGAF, yes. KLKNTV.com, Matt Chibe, I don't know. You have to call me and correct me. Car thieves crash into Lincoln restaurant after grandma yells at them, police say. Lincoln, Nebraska, KLKN. Lincoln, get it, LKN. KLKN, Lincoln police says it's looking for a group of car thieves who went on a crime spree this week. We're told this all began when the suspect stole a Jetta on Tuesday morning from Northwest 6th and West Butler Avenue. Then they drove the stolen vehicle to Ace Hardware on South 27th Street, where a victim says one of the thieves hopped into their Acura, which was running and unlocked. But the suspect didn't get far as he immediately crashed into a pickup truck. Police say the thief then ran off and was picked up by the stolen Jetta to continue the crime spree. Authorities tell us the suspects went to Faux Factory on North 26th Street after that, where two of them put on a mask and jumped into another running vehicle. But they quickly learned three children and their grandmother were still inside. Police say the grandma began yelling at the thieves who crashed into the restaurant, causing $8,000 worth of damage. The crime spree continued even after that when a customer at SJ's Smoke Shop on O Street reported seeing the three hooded teenagers in the parking lot. Somebody needs to shoot that son of a bitch. He says one of them got into his red Chrysler 200, which was also running, before driving off with it. Right now, that's the only vehicle still missing. Police say it has the Nebraska plate UNF 955. Anyone with information is urged to contact the Lincoln Police Department or Crime Stoppers. Police are also reminding everyone to lock your vehicle whenever leaving it unattended and never leave it running on its own. You know, I would say if you left the car running on its own, you just left it there, you deserve to have your stuff swiped. Boom. Boom. Just, And somebody should have shot the son of a bitch before they got anywhere. That's all I'm saying. Believe it? I don't. Plenty of other stuff happening. Did I miss any from the other day? I mean, it's Christmas, and it's just slow as it gets right now. Oh, Around the world in 180 days. UPI, Ben Hooper. British couple circle the globe on a tandem bike in 180 days. Neither of them looks... Never mind. A British couple, December 16. A British couple are applying for Guinness World Records certification after they circumnavigated the globe on a tandem bicycle, riding about 18,000 miles through 21 countries. Laura Massey Pooh, and Steve Massey. Oh, Stevie Massey. Laura and Stevie. Normally they put the hyphen in. Anyway. Arrived December 1st in Berlin, the city where they had begun their record attempt 180 days earlier. The couple who took a ride on a tandem bike on their first date said they were inspired to attempt the record for fastest circumnavigation by tandem bicycle mixed after reading about fellow Britons Kat Dixon and Raz Marsden, who set the female team version of the record in 263 days, 8 hours and 7 minutes. The couple soon discovered the male team record was 281 days, 22 hours, and 20 minutes. Guinness World Records lists a category for the mixed version of the record, but there is no current record holder. Macy Pooh, Laura, said she was certain that she and her husband could best both of the single-gender records, so they researched the record-keeping organization's rules, which included traveling for a minimum of 18,000 miles in a single direction, passing through 2 antipodal points, and finishing their trek at the same place it started. The couple said they were relieved to finish their long journey. It was just a massive sense of relief, Laura told CNN, to finally be able to stop riding and see certain friends and family, loved ones that we've not seen for 6 months was absolutely immense. Ah, isn't that adorable? Huh. It's just... Okay, so yeah. It's the end of the year. It's the end of an idea. The entire station goes dark. The Big Talker has been a hell of a ride. I learned so much from it. Oh. There we go. I learned so much from it, but unfortunately, all good things must come to an end. And this is indeed one of them. So, this is the last week of the broadcast, so downloading the app will certainly get you through this week. But after that, you're just going to have to stay tuned to the Coastal Carolina Network YouTube channel. And that way you can learn everything you need to about our new endeavor. Okay, computer, you're really starting to upset me. Yep. Really starting to bother me. So, with that in mind, unfortunately, on the last break, I had to take a business call, which ran me over. And it also preempted my visit to the loo. I think that's what y'all call it. So, yeah, we're going to be back in a few minutes, and we'll finish out this day, and we'll take it from there. Because we got New Year's coming up, and Lord only knows what that's going to mean. So, don't go nowhere. The Asylum, your refuge in a world gone mad, will be right back after all it is.
Hello, I'm Matt Bennett with WWAY News. A New Hanover County family is trying to rebuild after a fire destroyed most of their home on Christmas Day. New Hanover County Fire Rescue and the Carolina Beach Fire Department responded to a mobile home in the 6,000 block of Carolina Beach Road at around 6 Christmas evening. Crews arrived to smoke and flames coming from the attic area of the home, putting the fire out in about 20 minutes. New Hanover County Fire Marshal Raymond Griswold says the cause of the fire was determined to be an accidental electrical fire and says it could have been much worse because the smoke detectors in the house were not functional. A group is collecting clothing and furniture donations for the family. Now that Christmas is officially over, some people are officially looking to get rid of their Christmas trees. New Hanover County is partnering with Home Depot to provide free Christmas tree recycling through the end of January. You can drop off your tree at the Home Depot on Eastwood Road, the Home Depot on Carolina Beach Road, or the county landfill. Trees, wreaths, and garland must have all lights, ornaments, stands, and tinsel removed. Artificial trees and decorations are not accepted, and they ask that you stack your materials neatly since space is limited. Pender County's convenience centers in Rocky Point and Hampstead will accept Christmas trees through January 16th. Starting today in Columbus County, you can recycle trees for free at the Bullfrog Bella debris site on Ben Jones Road in Lake Waccamaw. That program runs through the end of January. And in Brunswick County, live Christmas trees are accepted at the county landfill in Bolivia at no charge from January 2nd through the end of January. And in consumer news, average gasoline prices in North Carolina have fallen 4 cents per gallon in the last week, averaging $2.88 a gallon today. That's according to GasBuddy's survey of about 6,100 stations statewide. Prices in North Carolina are 35 cents per gallon lower than a month ago and 17 cents lower than a year ago. For more on these stories, go to WWAYTV3.com. I'm Matt Bennett. Have a great day.
I'm meteorologist Marianne Caldwell with your WWAY Storm Track 3 AccuWeather forecast. Today we can expect highs in the upper 40s to lower 50s with plenty of sunshine and a few afternoon clouds. Going into tonight, another cold one is in store. Our lows will bottom out in the upper 20s. Going into the day tomorrow, a little warmer in the upper 50s for our highs, mainly sunny, and we will continue to warm up as we go into the week, and rain chances increase into the new year. For full forecast, you can go to WWAY and WWAYTV3.com.
This news and weather is brought to you by Two Men and a Truck. For your free quote, go to twomenandatruck.com. twomenandatruck.com.
Join Big Talker Network is as easy as asking for it. Program your digital home assistants such as Google Home, Alexa, and Siri to stream Big Talker Network content by simple voice command. Enjoy convenient hands-free access to program whenever you want, however you want by asking for Big Talker.
Are you tired of making bad choices? Well, don't. Choose Best Choice Roofing for all your roofing needs. From free inspection to timely repairs, we've got you covered. And with our Owens Corning Platinum Preferred status, we'll have you covered for years to come. Give us a call at 910-228-5000 or go to bestchoiceroofing.com today to schedule your absolutely free, no obligation roof assessment.
Folks, you know you're all looking for that special gift. Lines are long, traffic is frustrating, supply chains in the news. Just take a deep breath. If you're anywhere near Oak Island, come by Seaside Jewelers, 8801 East Oak Island Drive. Avoid the traffic, the lines, the frustration, and get that extraordinary and special gift. From high-end diamond rings to Larimar, from necklaces to bracelets, watches, and unique jewelry. And you also get one-on-one service with their experienced staff. Great prices now, just in time for the holidays. Come by and check out Seaside Jewelers, 8801 East Oak Island Drive.
On a scale of 1 to 5, how much do you enjoy working out? Like most, you probably said 1 or 2. What if there was a place where you could go not only to get a great workout, but enjoy doing it? At Full Circle Fitness, our members look forward to coming in. Not only do they get a great workout, but they have fun doing it. Our coaches will guide you through a safe, effective workout tailored to you and your level of ability. Get started today. Full Circle Fitness, 910-399-8350.
Folks, the sad truth of it is most of what we're seeing in the news cycle is just noise, and it's recycled noise at that. Nothing informative, nothing that actually helps us discern the times that we live in. That's why we started doing Herd Tell. Every morning right here on Big Talker Network, 7 a.m. with a replay at 3 p.m., we talk and discuss the issues of the day, culture and politics with knowledgeable guests, no yelling, no caterwauling, just grown folk talk about the issues that matter. Join me, Andrew Donaldson, every weekday morning for Herd Tell.
Wake up to Good Morning Carolina, weekdays at 5:30 a.m.
And good morning, Carolina. It is a very busy news morning today. I'm Donna Gregory.
And I'm Jeff Rivenbark. We're glad you're starting your Tuesday with us.
Be prepared and ready to go for the day ahead.
For the time being, we are dry and quiet, but we are dealing with some patchy fog.
And catch up with the overnight news you need to know before heading out the door.
We'll have more details and more live coverage in just a few moments.
Get up early for Good Morning Carolina, weekdays at 5:30 a.m.
Teachers and parents, the North Carolina Symphony is here to support you as you carry on the education of your children and students. Take your kids on a free virtual field trip to the Symphony with a virtual education concert and companion student book. Go on a virtual journey to learn what makes music music with music by William Grant Still, Beethoven, Brahms, and more. Access the free video and student book with password 1932 at ncsymphony.org/virtual.
You're still running. Hey, yeah, so I have to say I'm really grateful to White Bat Audio for allowing me to play their music as a way of covering what it is that I'm doing. And here in a minute, I got 20 minutes to basically inform you that it's been a fun run. Unfortunately, there just wasn't a lot of support. And hopefully we'll have more support going forward. We'll see what happens. Other endeavors to get into. The one I will mention because it's mine is Coastal Carolina Network. The YouTube page is where I'm streaming right now. So hopefully So, boom. That's where that one goes. And then everyone should go visit youtube.com. Speaking of which, what would be my URL for that? That'd be fun, right? Oh, look at that. I'm even live right now. Close. Stop it. See, there's a live right now. There's a live stream happening right now. I am live. Live now. Now, how do I see my channel? If I go here. About. Man, I've had this account for 16 years, ladies and gentlemen. 16 years I've been wanting to do this. Well, how do I... Oh, is that all it is? That'd be really cool if it was. I'm going to try that. youtube.com /at EKTURBOX. Oh, get out of here. This is awesome. There we go. That's the... We are going to continue the morning program and a lot of our programming over on that channel. And eventually it'll be... Oops. What do you mean reload the page? Yeah, at least the address made it onto the page. All right, welcome back to the Asylum, your refuge in a world gone mad for the next 3 days. On the Big Talker Network. BigTalker.live is the website. Please, before it goes into retirement, Download the app for the Android and iOS devices. It'll be functional for at least a couple more weeks. I just don't know how much material will be on it. Because I have a bunch of other stuff coming up in the new year. Be doing some rather large live streaming events, including the Cape Fear River Watch, and we have another one coming up mid-January. I'm very excited to see that one happening. That's going to be a lot of fun. A lot of fun. That's right. There's a lot of good stuff happening around there. I'm just seeing if I missed anything. I may have missed all of these. Oh no, we got some of these. The Willy Warmer. Yeah, we did this one. $19 Fruit Loop that sold out in 3 days. Prolific Nottingham burglar jailed after leaving false tooth and prison release documents at crime scene. Hey, let's check this one out. I don't think we've done this one. Where are we? Stop that. Nottingham Post. I'm guessing Nottinghamshire Live. I'm guessing this is somewhere in England. All right, let's go to the top of the story and see what we get. Prolific Nottingham burglar jailed after leaving false tooth and prison release documents at crime scene. This shows the sort of career criminal we are dealing with. Do I have an author? Jack Thurlow. The guy just looks like a terrorist. Here, I'll give you a quick look. That's him right there. That's him right there. Doesn't he just look like a terrorist? I mean, he does to me. Goodness. I'm trying to make it fit in the window, and I have a very limited amount of space in which to put my mouse. There you go. That's his mugshot. Mudassar Ahmed. Yeah, he just looks like a flippin' terrorist. Should have shot him. Anyway, they don't have guns in England. A prolific burglar who left his prison release documents and a false tooth behind at a crime scene has been jailed. Mudassar Ahmed, 43, was interrupted by a group of students when he raided a hall of residence in Russell Street, Nottingham City Centre. One of the students who lived in the accommodation had left the kitchen area inside the flats and returned to his room at around 10:35 p.m. on October 26 when he heard a man's voice inside. The student tried to open his door, but the person inside pushed it shut and locked the door. After about a minute, Ahmed emerged into the corridor holding a rucksack, upon which several students confronted him and questioned why he was inside the building. He pushed past them and was verbally abusive before his struggle saw Ahmed lose one of his false teeth. Another student grabbed Ahmed's rucksack, and the offender fled the scene. When they searched the bag, they found documents which included his name, personal details, and a photograph. They also located 2 laptop computers, a charger, and aftershave belonging to one of them. Ahmed, of no fixed address, was jailed for 3 years and 9 months for one count of burglary when he appeared at Nottingham Crown Court for sentencing on December 7. See, this is where you put his hand on the ground and you put a bullet through it. Right? You don't have to cut off his hand. All you got to do is just make him remember. Detective Sergeant Franco Gudemi of Nottinghamshire Police said committing another burglary while still having prison release documents in his bag shows the sort of prolific career criminal we are dealing with. I am pleased with the sentence handed down to Ahmed, and it sends another strong message that this sort of offending will never be tolerated by the force. Really? Are you that stupid? You just let him out of prison and he did it again. What do you think's going to happen this time? He's going to be in prison for 3 years. He's going to come out and do it again. Mainly because you're feeding him. Just like the story about the bears. If you take away his ability to eat and sleep for free, I promise Anyway, you can just put a bullet in his hand. We take all reports of burglary extremely seriously. We never underestimate the impact it has on victims. Behind every burglary is a person and a family who have been the victim of an extremely upsetting crime. This is why we take burglary so seriously and have dedicated teams of detectives working to bring offenders like Ahmed to justice. Detective Sergeant Gudemi added student properties can be targeted by burglars due to them being left insecure and also having numerous occupants, meaning rich pickings for the burglar. We'd urge students to check their door and window locks are working correctly, and remember to make sure they keep their doors and windows locked at all times, especially if their rooms are on the ground floor. Students living in multi-occupancy properties should work together to ensure they all take responsibility for keeping their home secure. Believe it. And Smuckers, I mean, this company is probably every bit as bad as the name sounds. Smuckers goes, Gizmodo, do I have an off? Yes, Matt Novak. Smuckers goes after small business making crustless sandwiches for trademark infringement. Man, you're going to have to go after just about everybody I grew up with then. Yes, OB. Nobody has a patent on the crustless sandwich. That's just heinous. It's like, don't you have anything else better to do? Don't you have anyone else bigger to sue? Anyway, let's go on with this. J.M. Smucker Co. has issued a warning against a small business in Minnesota that's selling peanut butter and jelly sandwiches without a crust. According to a new report from the Star Tribune, the food giant alleges a crustless sandwich called Gallant Tiger infringes on the trademark protections of its Uncrustables brand. Smuckers insisted it doesn't have any issue with other people selling peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, but the Fortune 500 company is claiming it holds a trademark on a round crustless design and the packaging photo choice that shows a bite taken out of the sandwich. As you can see from the side-by-side above, the idea that customers might confuse the two brands seems a bit far-fetched. The Gallant Tiger sandwich brand was started by Kamal Mohammed, who, along with his family, owns a Nashville food company in St. Paul. Mohammed also owns a restaurant called Stepchild, I guess is what they left the letter out, in northeast Minneapolis. Mohammed recently received a letter from Smucker demanding he permanently cease and desist from manufacturing, marketing, sales, and distribution of the Gallant Tiger brand sandwiches. We have no issue with others in the marketplace selling prepackaged PB&J sandwiches, but Gallant Tiger's use of the identical round crustless design and images of a round crustless sandwich with a bite taken out creates a likelihood of consumer confusion and causes harm to our goodwill in our trademark, said the letter, according to Star Tribune. Smucker manufactures roughly 1 billion of its round sandwiches every year, according to the Star Tribune, raking in about $500 million. Why do you have... They both look... 694 apparently was a more accurate update. While only a few hundred Gallant Tiger sandwiches are made each week and distributed largely to coffee shops in the Twin Cities. Gallant Tiger, which takes its name from the mascot out South High in Minneapolis, where Muhammad went to school, according to Racket, Minnesota, is very conscious of the fact that it's taking on a large company with more resources. But Muhammad's lawyer sent a letter back to the food giant explaining there are not very many shapes that a sandwich can be made into. That's just hilarious. Muhammad told the Star Tribune that his sandwiches sell for $5.75, and then they have $8 next to it. Who the hell is going to pay $5, $6 for a damn peanut butter and jelly sandwich in the shape of a circle. Whoever buys this stuff is an idiot. So, smucker that, dude. Bite my smucker. And are made from different ingredients and arguably much more upscale product than the Uncrustables you'd find at any grocery store. We're not in any way trying to say that we are a competitor, Mohammed told the Star Tribune. From a traditional trademark perspective, a customer would not mistake the two because our price point is different, our packaging is different, and our quality of ingredients is also significantly different. In fact, we're twice as expensive as the market leader. So if somebody saw us in a store side by side, why wouldn't you just go with their product, Mohammed asked. Copyright law does not cover recipes, but other intellectual property protections like trademarks can cover specific design choices used to sell products. Patents can also be granted for packaging choices like Coca-Cola's so-called contour bottle. However, not all countries will agree on when a trademark or patent are distinctive enough to warrant protection, especially in food marketing. Turning back to Coca-Cola's bottle, the European Union ruled in 2016 that the Coke bottle was not distinctive enough to warrant its own intellectual property protections in Europe. Smucker, the bonehead, did not respond to questions emailed overnight. Gizmodo will update the article if we hear back. Again, it seems wildly implausible that the average consumer would confuse the two brands, but we're not trademark lawyers. If someone can really get a trademark from a round to crustless sandwich, it might be time we reevaluate the role of trademark law in society, because while these kinds of intellectual property protections are important for making sure consumers get what they're paying for, does anyone really think people might confuse these two products? Get smucked. I like that. You boneheads. And the thing is, it's a crimped sandwich. And of course, they're just going to throw all the other food away. That's the way it goes sometimes. You do what you can with what you got. That's kind of cool. I have my own little... Yeah, I got to make a new channel, I think. That'll be fun. That will be absolutely hilarious to do. All right, so with that in mind, I'm going to start shutting things down because this day is over and I have much to do before I go visit this poor puppy with extreme separation anxiety disorder, best I can call it. So for the rest of us, if you have any questions and you're in the chat, please join in. Because I do not know personally what the future holds, but you can bet it's going to be interesting. It's going to be different, and it's going to be community-based. That's right. We have quite the community right here in Wilmington, North Carolina. All the creatives. We make movies here. We make music here. We make food here. We make art here. We dance here. We do all kinds of creative things here. And there are lots and lots of people in the creative community that I find to be far more interesting than any political pundit. Get smucked. I like that. I'm going to have to remember that. Get smucked. Christmas tree people throwing their live Christmas trees into the landfill. Horrible people. We can do better, right? And it all starts with us individually, one at a time. I am not perfect. I do not claim to be. But I will continue to do my one bag challenge now and again, sort of in keeping with the stewardship of our planet, right? Much like the, what are those things? The clean sweeps, the beach sweeps that the Cape Fear River Watch does once a month when it's not frigid freaking cold. Right? And I'm very excited about this because, and we should be. This is one of those things that if it's not being shouted to the rooftops, then I will take up that calling. Because I'm telling you, without the Cape Fear River Watch, y'all would still be drinking plastic poison. I mean, you still are, and it's in our blood, and it will be forever. It will be in our children's children. This will be passed down as part of our legacy for generations. This stuff isn't going away. It's just going to move from one offspring to the next. It's just going to continue. And that's the part that really should piss off everybody here. But no, we're all cool. Yeah, we're all cool. It's Christmas. And Kim Wires is our good neighbor. Besides, they're building a wall. Just like Trump's wall. It's going to keep out all the foreigners. The foreign contaminants. But I bet you could change the entire border wall conversation if you were to use scientific terms as, contaminants rather than immigrants. Because they're contaminating our society. We as humans are just horrible. That's all there is to that. So, yes, going forward, we will be spending more time with our artistic and creative friends and community than we will with any of the political people. Because at least creatives get stuff done. And we have this jackass in office right now trying to become the Speaker of the House, and one of his first things is to tell people that he's going to kill a bill. It'd be dead on arrival. He's not even going to talk about it. And that's not how this works. We're supposed to work together. We're supposed to come up with a solution that works for everybody, and not just have this closed arm stance of, your bill is dead before it ever makes it. I will kill your bill. It will be dead on arrival just because I'm a jackass and I didn't get a puppy for Christmas or whatever the hell your problem is. But that tells me that this person is not a team player. This is just a jackass with an ego problem. And I'm getting goddamn tired of dealing with these people because they are not helping at all. Let us not choose the Democrat solution or the Republican solution. Let us choose the American solution. That which helps all American regardless of their blood type, regardless of their shoe size, regardless of their hairstyle and length, regardless of their employment, and regardless of their skin tone and maybe family history except my own. Please ignore my family so I do not get punished any further for my existence on this planet. Because that, too, is getting really old. And I'd really like to go somewhere else rather than deal with this crap. But it doesn't look like I'm going to have much of a choice, does it? So Wednesday, Thursday, Friday are the last 3 asylums on the Big Talker Network. Then we will move exclusively over to the @TK Turbo X as a temporary stopgap measure, getting us into the new year. So with that in mind, ladies and gentlemen, I am going to close the asylum for this morning, and we will all have a fantastic day. Really? Really? There it is. All right. With that, ladies and gentlemen, I will leave you with... Wait, can I do that? That'd be cool. I don't even know anymore. But I'm going to, so... I'm going to go to here. Cut all of that. Load this. And see if my friend Andrew has anything for me. Nope. All right. So with that in mind, ladies and gentlemen, the asylum will be open for business right here on the Big Talker tomorrow morning. Yep, that's right. The asylum, your refuge in a world gone mad, will be back tomorrow. Have a fantastic day. I hope your Christmas presents aren't broken yet, and we will see you later. We will see you tomorrow in the morning. Bye-bye.
Hello, I'm Matt Bennett with WWAY News. A new Hanover County family is trying to rebuild after